Alright, I'm at my mom's house doing the spring sprinkler system tour for 2025. And I got zone 1 on, which is the south back garden. And I added these new nozzles and on for all the pop-ups on the zones at my mom's house and at my dad's house. And there's this one here. I just added these K-Rain ones back because they use a lot lower pressure. They can run with a lot lower pressure, and it helps with that. It looks like they're not working as good as they were last time I turned them on, but I can fix that because I tested them the other day ago. But this is zone 1, and they don't really need to be on as much yet because it's still April, but pretty soon they'll be needed more often. So I got this one here. You can see the strawberry surge. I haven't really done a garden tour this year, but you can see it's definitely spring and all the flowers and trees got leaves and the blackberries and stuff are coming back. I need to adjust this one because the piping under there moved, I guess, over the winter and it's not spraying that good. And then we also got drip over here. We're gonna add plants in here soon. I did this zone for 3 minutes and the rest of them will be for 5 minutes. So we have 5 zones, and pretty soon zone 2 should turn on. So I'm gonna go in the front yard when that happens. But you can kind of see there's water coming out here for the drip, and all in there. Anyways, I'm gonna go in the front yard because it should be turning on soon. That one will be on. So let's wait for that. So yeah, sorry about that. You can see, like, it's definitely the tree's got leaves, mostly still getting on there, but grass is green. Right, here comes zone 2. This is the main front yard zone. You can see there's a K-Rain nozzle here, RN100. And then there's a K-Rain nozzle there, RN100. And then there's a K-Rain nozzle here, RN200, the blue one. These spray a little farther, as you can see. And then a K-Rain Mini Pro rotor right here, as you can see. And a K-Rain Mini Pro rotor here, as you can see. And these rotors work a lot better with these K-Rain nozzles because they use less pressure, so the rotors can spray further, which is good. And a K-Rain RN200 nozzle here. And by the way, they're all adjustable, the K-Rain nozzles. A K-Rain RN100 here. And then K-Rain RN100 here. And then a K-Rain RN200 here, as you can see. And then a K-Rain Mini Pro right here by the front porch. And we have a catio right here, but we're gonna move it into the backyard. Here's a K-Rain RN200 nozzle here. There's Spooky. And then there's that one. I'm gonna get wet, but there's that one right here again, as you can see. I'm gonna run over here because it's really cold out and I don't want to get wet that much if I can avoid it. But yeah, this is zone 2, the main front yard. And you can see they're all working good. And yep. And sometime I'll do a video of my dad's sprinkler system coming up. So you can see they're all working. This one has 11 pop-up sprayers, these ones here, and then 3 of them K-Rain Mini Pro Rotors. But like, I feel like compared to last year, they spray better because the K-Rain nozzles. Because the K-Rain RN nozzles don't use as much water, as much pressure. So when I had the Rainbird ones on there, these rotors didn't work as good. I feel like there's a difference in pressure with the rotors, so that's kind of the main reason I did that. So they're all working pretty good, I'd say. You see there's dirt on top of there. They get in there pretty deep. And they're all working pretty good. This one here, when we installed the new sprinkler system, this basketball hoop, the cement there, underneath the grass went all the way up to here. So I actually installed the sprinkler by myself, and I couldn't put it any closer here because you just dig under here. This cement underneath goes up to there, and it stops about here. So that sprinkler looks like it's far off, but it's the closest I can get it to the corner there. So it's all that basketball hoop. So as you can see, they're all working pretty good. And it will help the middle a lot better, I feel, now that these rotors spray further. Because that one sprays pretty much almost up to the sidewalk, or just about up to the sidewalk, so that's really good. That makes me feel a little better. I'm gonna go in the backyard because I think zone 3 is about to turn on, if I said it correctly. You can see they're all working pretty good. That one sprays into the box a little bit, but it's okay, I guess. I think it looks like it's pretty deep. Same with this one. Zone 3 is probably where I get the most wet because this small area is really hard to... There it goes. You can see it turned off, so it should turn on. Alright, here's zone 3. This is the south back. I got this K-Rain RN100 right here. That's spraying my shoe really good. There's not one over there, but there's a K-Rain RN200 right here. And then a K-Rain side strip nozzle right here. And then, I'm getting soaked. K-Rain RN200 right here. A K-Rain RN200 right there. I'm sorry, these are 100s. That's a 100. That's a side trip. That's a 100. That's a 100. I'm so sorry. 100, 100, side trip, 100. And then a 100 right here. And then that one and that one are a 200. So that one's a 200. That one's a 200. That one's a 200. Sorry about that. And then we got a K-Rain Mini Pro rotor right here, as you can see. But yeah, that one's a 200, that one's a 200, and all of them over there, and there's a side strip and all 100s, and then there's a 200 there. And then, as you can see, there's a K-Rain Mini Pro rotor right here on zone 3. Zone 3 has 10 sprinklers. It has 8 pop-up sprayers and 2 Mini Pro rotors, as you can see. But yeah, that's all zone 2, or zone 3, oh my gosh. I'm so tired, as you can see. But as you can see, it works really well. And see if I can get a better view of this one here for you, this K-Rain RN200. There it is. Now I'm gonna go over here. And wet again. There we go. That rotor here. And then that's it, works pretty good. It's all that. Here's the zone 3. As you can see. That one, and then there's those one here again. And that one side strip. Yeah, it'll work good. And then it'll change to zone 4 here shortly, and that's all rotors. So, yeah. Get a good view of that one. That one doesn't have any dirt on it, so that's cool. So that's good. Zone 3 gets the south backyard. And it gets all this. I'll go ahead and go over here. You can see the rest of it over there somewhat. I'll go ahead and go in this corner here. As you can see, it does pretty good. And soon it should change to zone 4. There's one right here that should pop up, as you can see, on zone 4. That'll come up next. Okay, here comes zone 4. Zone 4 is the west backyard. This one has been the same. I didn't have any pop-ups on it, so I haven't had to change anything. It's 5 rotors, 3 K-Rain Mini Pros, 1 K-Rain RPS Select, and 1 K-Rain Super Pro. So there's this one right here. Gets over there, and then there's this K-Rain Mini Pro right here, which I think it does like a 270 just about. And we got a K-Rain RPS Select right here. This one sprays pretty far. So back up a little bit. It's spraying right over here. K-Rain RPS Select right here. It's getting pretty much up to the patio just about. And then we'll probably have a garden here once it gets a little warmer. And then we got a K-Rain Super Pro right here, as you can see. And it sprays just like the RPS Select, but it's just a different type of rotor. They both get up pretty much to each other. And then right here is a K-Rain Mini Pro, as you can see. So that's pretty good. You can see it's all zone 4. That's the west backyard. I'm probably gonna get sprayed by this one soon, so I gotta go over here. There's zone 4. This one gets the west backyard, main backyard, whichever. Mostly does the middle, west backyard. And this is the second last zone. You can see it sprays shedding rocks a little bit, but the wind's kind of blowing it, so. And then there's one right here that will come on next. It's on zone 5. So that's all zone 4, and then right there is where the pool used to be when we had the pool. I'll go ahead and go back over here and show you these ones again. This one sometimes doesn't go down all the way because of the rocks. And sometimes we'll have a rock on top of it, but it still works good. And yet there's this one here. And that one's gonna spray me soon. I'll get that K-Rain RPS Select. That used to be a Super Pro rotor, like the one over there, but I don't know what happened to it. Right after I installed it, I heard it stop working, so I come back and it's a K-Rain RPS Select. But it works good. So this seems cool, different, but it works good. So that's good. Yeah, it sprays right there, and then there's this one here. K-Rain Super Pro. I think these ones are really popular, like the popular K-Rain rotors. I've seen them a lot. This one's pretty deep in there. You can see it's pushing down the grass. I always like when they do that. I think it looks cool. So yeah, when we got it installed, that red shed wasn't there. It was still over there. So there's all this grass there, so it looks kind of weird how there's like a rotor there and there, but not one in the corner. But I was explaining how there's going to be a red shed there, so, and they knew that, so they put rotor there and one there, so it works good. So yeah, okay, it's going to zone 5 now. This is the north backyard or the east backyard, northeast backyard. There's this one here. There's all those. This one has 5 K-Rain Mini Pros and 2 pop-ups. It has 1 K-Rain RN200 and 1 RN100 over there. Here's the K-Rain Mini Pro here. It's over there. And then there's, you can see the cherry trees are blooming. And there's one right here, as you can see. And then there's this one here. Looks like it's leaking, but I think it'll be fine. Just because the spray's so wide. And then there's this one here, which that one's really deep. And you see it's got like stuff on it. Gets all over there. And then there's this one here. I have to have it stop over there by the strawberries. It used to just stop right there, but now it stops over there. And then there's 2 pop-ups over there. As you can see, it's those strawberries over there too. And you can see the K-Rain RN200 right here, which I wanted a 100 right here like that one, but I didn't have enough. And the K-Rain RN100 right here. So that one I wanted these both to be 100s, but a 200 will do. So it gets the strawberries better anyways. So yeah, there's this one, and then that one also kind of gets the strawberries, and then there's that one. This is all zone 5. As you can see, this is the last zone. And yeah, there's that one again. And that one. You can kind of see it pushed down from where that one on zone 4 was. I always thought that was cool when it does that. Oh, there's a wasp. Yeah, it's all zone 5. And that one's gonna try to spray me, so I'm gonna go over here. So you can see all those pretty good. And over there. I zoomed out a lot so you can kind of see all of them somewhat. Over here. Assuming soon it should turn off. And then so they all look good. That one there, and then that one over there. There it goes. It's turning off now. So that is the sprinkler system tour of my mom's house for 2025. As you can see, they all work well. And yeah, they all do pretty good. Zone 1 wasn't as good as I expected, but I think I just gotta move that one a little bit, kind of adjust it and whatnot. So yeah, I did well. This is the over there by the street, right there by the mailbox. That's where the main line is, and then it goes this way to. There's like another main line here that leads it to the rest of the system. And there's like a ball valve in there. And this is for zone 1 and zone 2. And then over here, there's a valve box for zone 3, 4, and 5, as you can see. And then right here, and then there's a hose bib over there. And then there's a hose bib right over there. So that is the sprinkler system tour for spring for 2025 at my mom's house. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.